Clint, it's nice to meet you.
Very good to see you, Tim.
All right,
Yeah.
where are you out of? Where are you living?
I'm from Utah,
Yeah,
Riverton, Utah, south end of Salt.
that's beautiful country up there.
It is. We love it here. The mountains are gorgeous.
What's your project? What are you looking at doing right now?
I went and helped a neighbor cut down a 50-year-old apricot tree. And the trunk on this thing was massive for an apricot tree. And all of a sudden I go, man, that is beautiful. The grain in that is gorgeous. And I said, I'm cutting some slabs of that and I want to use it. Thinking about doing like a 2-tiered coffee table, using a couple of those slabs offset with each other. I'm thinking of doing maybe like an epoxy fill in of all the gnarly stuff in there and some type of metal base to it. And that's where I get stuck. The metal base, I'm really kind of getting lost on. I don't know exactly what to do.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. I've never worked with apricot before, believe it or not.
Yeah, I've heard it can be difficult, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Might crack and split.
If you do fill voids with an epoxy resin, obviously it has a binding effect as well, so it'll help stabilize it. So it's always a good
right.
But I've seen people take like 1.25 flat 1/8-inch steel and wrap it all the way around and put nails in it and make a full complete circumference with a steel band, and it helps hold it together as well. If you're thinking about doing a 2-tier, are you thinking about having them touch or having them float separate?
Probably float separately just a little bit, you know.
I like that idea.
Pretty close.
But I like the space in between kind of as an empty space. It kind of gives it some dimension and some excitement. Yeah. Design-wise, how would you then create a base for 2 round slabs to make sense?
And that's my question. And you know, in my mind, I would love to see it to have that contrast of the wood and metal, but also I'd like to suggest at least or whatnot a tree trunk.
Do you weld?
I don't.
No.
That's something I want to do.
It's a great thing to do. I love welding. I have an idea. The idea is you take 1/8 inch by say 1.5 inch flat stock, and this is a really easy weld for somebody who does weld. If you have a buddy who welds, and just bend it and fab it by hand in a shape like this. And this is just a real quick rough drawing for you. But the idea that these are individual slats, like say 1.5 inches, and you weld them solid right here, and you start pulling them apart, and you weld them apart down here, and you can come from 4 different angles or 5 different angles. You can go as big as you want up here and as small as you want, but you can take really simple, inexpensive stock and start creating a lot of movement and a lot of dimension and a lot of scale. Even if you have a solid center post in the middle that's carrying most of the load, you can still add a lot of organic tree trunk type of feel to it. You see what I'm doing? So you can come from it from 4 different sides. Hold them or wrap them tight up top, and then start springing them open, almost like a leaf spring type of effect.
How would you do that then with 2 different slabs like that?
I would do 2 different trunks, one going for one side for the other, and then I would tie the 2 slabs together with maybe those. I don't know if you're familiar with those timber locks, those badass lag bolts that they sell nowadays, but you can run those through with a round piece of steel pipe and run that so you can keep your distance and put steel pipe posts. That way you lock the 2 together, and then you have the 2 bases coming up to it. That would give you a lot of rigidity between the 2 of them. Then design a real cool flowing base, and like I said, you can even wrap that top if you don't know how to weld or you can't weld, you can wrap that top somehow and hold it and then splay those out. Down on the base, you're going to have to figure out how to get them secure. That I don't.
Say hi to my wife.
I like you know, on the foot where it comes down and splays, you could fold it like this. You know, I'm not drawing very good, but you see how you come down on the bottom here and they could be bolted through.
Yeah.
Just bend them right there at the very bottom, and then at the top you just drill a hole and bolt them all together, and then you just start pulling them apart. So you could do it without welding. You could do it with bolts and drills.
Yeah.
It'd be a neat thing. So you'd almost do like a Christmas tree stand where it had 4 different directions coming down, and maybe a pipe in the middle, or even a round piece of wood in the middle that it all tied to.
I even thought about to have almost like individual branches coming to different parts of the slab.
Yeah, I've seen that done. I love that, but I would literally use branches. You know, I'd go find myself some mesquite or some alligator juniper.
And I thought about just using wood like that, but I do like that contrast of having the metal.
Yeah, that's a process to create metal to look like branches, you know.
Yeah, that's the
find the right dead branch, the right base type of wood, and then you can add steel to that with basically with lag screws, hammered lag screws, and chase up the arms with that and create kind of an industrial organic mix, which I dig. I think
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I dig it. We have a Facebook group, Tim McClellan Designs. My wife is asking that.
That's where you share stuff.
Because people give ideas back and forth, and somebody will be like, "Hey, I weld, I'll do that," or whatever.
Maybe I'll have to check into that. I do have a Facebook account. I rarely get on it these days.
Good for you. Good for you. I do. I want to see how it goes. I want to see. Really, what I want to see is how those tops turn out once they're sanded and clear coated. Because, like I said, I've never worked with apricot before.
Yeah, I'm interested too. I don't know what to expect for sure.
Awesome. We'll see. I'm excited. Good luck with this project, and let me know how it goes. Keep me in the loop.
All right.
All right.
Very good. Yeah, you bet. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Clint.
I appreciate the ideas.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.